Hello and welcome back to Stock Market Encyclopedia. Here we cover news highlights from the day. Borosil Renewables announced plans to invest Rs 1,500 crore over the next 2 years to expand its capacity by nearly 2.5 times and supply 15 gigawatt of solar modules by the financial year 2025. Cipla launches RT Direct Multiplex COVID-19 RT-PCR test kit in India. Rupee falls against dollar. This makes us more vulnerable than other Asian economies because we import almost 80% of our crude and crude prices are not coming down at all. Looking at the Q4 earnings of Cipla, net profit down 12% at 362 crore YOY, down 15% QOQ, revenue up 14% at 5,260 crore YOY, down 4% QOQ, EBITDA down 6% at 749 crore YOY, down 39% QOQ, margins at 14.2% versus 17.2% YOY, 22.4% QOQ. Q4 earnings of Oriental Aromatics, net profit down 53% at 10.4 crore YOY, up 32% QOQ, revenue down 8% at 202 crore YOY, down 1% QOQ. EBITDA down 27% at 22 crore YOY, up 78% QOQ, margins at 10.9% versus 13.68% YOY, 6.06% QOQ. Q4 earnings of Newland Lab, net profit of 26% at 21.8 crore YOY, up 68% QOQ, revenue of 5% at 255 crore YOY, up 8% QOQ, EBITDA 52% at 38 crore YOY, up 20% QOQ, margins at 15.1% versus 10.4% YOY, 13.7% QOQ. Q4 earnings of Gujarat Gas, net profit up 28% at 444 crore YOY, up 267% QOQ, revenue up 37% at 4,773 crore YOY, down 9% QOQ, EBITDA up 20% at 697 crore YOY, up 194% QOQ, margins at 14.6% versus 15.7% YOY, 4.5% QOQ. Q4 earnings of Vodafone Idea, net loss of Rs 6,561 crore versus 7,022 crore YOY, 7,230 crore loss QOQ, revenue of 7% at 10,239 crore YOY, up 5% QOQ, EBITDA of 5% at 4,649 crore YOY, up 22% QOQ, margins at 45.4% versus 45.8% YOY, 39.2% QOQ. Q4 earnings of EPL, net profit down 14% at 4.8 crore YOY, down 15% QOQ, revenue up 9% at 88 crore YOY, flat QOQ, EBITDA down 5% at 13.2 crore YOY, down 4% QOQ, margins at 15.5% versus 17.3% YOY, 13.86% QOQ. Q4 earnings of Kansai Nerolac, net profit down 85% at 19 crore YOY, down 85% QOQ, revenue up 5% at 1,535 crore YOY, down 15% QOQ, EBITDA down 61% at 83 crore YOY, down 60% QOQ, margins at 5.5% versus 14.7% YOY, 11.7% QOQ. Q4 earnings of Our Sugar, net profit down 9% at 51 crore YOY, up 78% QOQ, revenue down 9% at 758 crore YOY, up 2% QOQ, EBITDA down 21% at 85 crore YOY, up 16% QOQ, margins at 11.19% versus 12.8% YOY, 9.8% QOQ. Q4 earnings of Ajanta Pharma, net profit down 5% at 151.2 crore versus 159.3 crore YOY, revenue up 15% at 870.3 crore versus 756.8 crore YOY, EBITDA down 20.3% at 206.7 crore versus 259.4 crore YOY, EBITDA margin at 23.7% versus 34.3% YOY. Q4 earnings of Asian Paints, net profit 8.5 billion rupees versus 8.52 billion YOY, estimates 9.13 billion, 10.2 billion QOQ, misses estimates poor YOY, pure QOQ, EBITDA 14.4 billion rupees versus 13.18 billion YOY, EBITDA margin 18.3% versus 19.82% YOY, estimates EBITDA 16.8 billion, misses EBITDA poor YOY, poor margins. Q4 earnings of Welspun India, net profit 522 million rupees versus 1.30 billion YOY, 631.3 million QOQ, poor YOY, poor QOQ, EBITDA 2.46 billion rupees versus 3.6 billion YOY, EBITDA margin 11.0% versus 16.50% YOY, poor EBITDA, poor margins. Q4 earnings of Electro Steel, net profit up 67% at 112 crore YOY, up 17% QOQ, revenue up 28% at 1575 crore YOY, up 10% QOQ, EBITDA up 31% at 217 crore YOY, up 15% QOQ, margins at 13.78% versus 13.5% YOY, 13.17% QOQ. Looking at our top scanner for today, we can see that Teacher Motors is up nearly 3%, HUL is up nearly 3%, Asian Paints is up nearly 3%, IndusInd Bank is up nearly 2.37%, Ultratech Cement is up nearly 2%. Lastly, looking at the market at close, we can see that market releases opening gains to close at day's low, down for third straight day. Sensex falls 106 points to 54,365 and Nifty 62 points to 16,240. Nifty Bank rises 207 points to 34,483 while mid-cap index slips 526 points to 27,549. That was all for today. Hope you all had a profitable day.